Hey guys, welcome to Law Today. In today's video, let's look at the stages in a criminal case. So what are the different stages from the position of an FIR to an appeal? I'll be explaining in this video. So the first thing that we have to see is the parties. Who are the parties in a civil case? So we have two. One is the prosecution and the other is the defense. One thing to note here is the affected party, though, is concerned with the case is completely against society, and the prosecution files the case on behalf of the affected party. So in case your house is robbed, then it's considered as an offense against the state. It's not a direct offense against you. The prosecution will take up your case and they will fight it against the person who's accused. So with that, let's look at the process from FIR to appeal. So the first thing that we have to note here is the FIR. So when something happens, the first thing that we do, if it's a criminal offense, for example theft, robbery, or if someone is abducted, kidnapped, or whatever you call it, or assault, all these are criminal cases. So the first thing that you do is you go file an FIR before the police station. You file an FIR and you register it. So that's the first thing that you do. The next thing is this FIR kicks in the process of investigation. The investigation takes place, the police collects evidences, they seize important documents. It may be anything related to the crime. They will take it up and they will see and try to find out what the truth is. So based on that, they will file a charge sheet stating that so and so has done it, or so and so has affected this party this way. So the charge sheet is going to state what kind of offenses, what kind of evidences, all these will be stated in the charge sheet. So what the police files is a charge sheet before the court. And the next process is framing of charges. Framing of charges is essentially the job of the court. So for them now, they have to figure out what exactly is the offense committed. Is it theft or robbery? There's a difference between theft and robbery. Is it assault or grievous hurt or hurt? It depends on the gravity of the offense. So now the court is going to frame charges. The next step is the prosecution submits evidence. So again, to remind you, it's different from a civil case. So you may be the affected party, but the case is fought by the prosecution. So the prosecution submits certain evidences, whatever it collected during the investigation process, it submits before the court. And then based on that, the statement of accused is taken up. So now the court is going to ask the accused, what do you have to say with all this? Are you accepting your mistake, or are you accepting that you have done the crime or not? In case the statement of the accused is proved to be satisfactory by the court, they will be happy and they will let them go. But in case the court is not happy, the court can call for defense evidences. So now the entire burden shifts on the defense. Till now, the burden was on the prosecution to prove the case. So they had to ensure that, okay, this person has committed the crime. Once the court comes to an understanding that yes, this person has committed the crime, now it's up to the defense to prove that he has not committed the crime. After the defense evidence has taken place, arguments will take place before the court, and based on the arguments, the judgment is given. Now I have to differentiate between judgment as to the guilt of the person and judgment on the sentence, which is the next step. So when it comes to the guilt, the court will decide whether he's guilty or not. That's the process here. And if he is guilty, then there is going to be arguments and there is going to be another judgment on the sentence. The reason why there are two separate things here is because first thing, we have to establish whether a person is guilty or not, and next is to ensure what kind of punishment should we give him. In IPC, if you look at any of the sections, it's going to say up to 7 years or up to 2 years plus fine. So the court is going to now think and apply its mind and say whether I should give this person a fine alone, or should I give him maximum punishment or just the minimum. So all these happen in this stage of the criminal case. And the last part is appeal, but before that the court will give you the judgment on sentence. So the court is going to justify saying that this person has done it so many times, so I'm going to give him maximum sentence, or this person is done for the first time, I'm going to give him minimum sentence, or I'm just going to give him a fine. So all this will happen in the judgment on the sentence after he is proven guilty. The last step here is the appeal. Appeal is when the prosecution or the defense is not happy with the case. So if the prosecution feels he should have gotten a more serious offense, serious punishment, or if the defense feels that he's being punished unreasonably, then he's going to file an appeal before the appellate court. So these are the stages in a criminal case. This can vary when it comes to the realistic situation, but to a great extent this covers the skeleton of the entire stage of a crime, from start of an FIR to the appeal stage. So that's it for today, guys. In case you have any queries, please do post them in the comment section, and please do like, share and subscribe. Thanks for watching. Have a great day, and I will see you in my next video. See you. Bye bye.